Here's a question right out of the ACT prep packet. Which of the following is an irrational number? Look at the options here. Square root of 2 over square root of 8. Square root of 8 over square root of 2. Square root of 8 in parentheses squared. And square root of 2 times square root of 8. There's the answer there, K. Here's why. If you convert square root of 2 over square root of 8 to square root of 2 over 8, that's a principle. If you have square roots in the numerator and denominator, you can substitute that for just one big square root. And if you reduce 2 over 8, that's 1/4, and then convert it back. So one big square root to two separate square roots. So the square root of 1 is 1 and the square root of 4 is 2. So that's a half. And the definition of an irrational number is a number that cannot be written as a fraction. Well, this is a fraction, so it's not F. Here we go. Here in a similar manner, I'm replacing two square roots to a single square root. 8 over 2 is 4, and the square root of 4 is 2. Well, 2 is the same thing as 2 over 1, so it's not that, because that is a fraction. Remember, an irrational number is a number that is not a fraction or cannot be written as a fraction. Here we go. Square root of 8 in parentheses squared means the square root of 8 times the square root of 8. 8 times 8 is 64, and the square root of 64 is 8, which is 8 over 1. So that is a fraction. And the square root of 2 times the square root of 8, 2 times 8 is 16, so it's the square root of 16. Well, that's 4, which is 4 over 1, so that's a fraction. So it comes down to this, the square root of 2 plus the square root of 8. By the way, you can't add these together and call that the square root of 10. The square root of 2 is irrational, and the square root of 8 is irrational. So in this situation, these are going to stay irrational when they're added together. So the answer was K. This is a ACT prep minute here with which of the following is an irrational number, and the answer was K.